friends, this is Dr. Sitesh Roy, your super specialist in immunology, allergy and asthma, coming to you with this special on COVID-19 immunity. Friends, I get asked very frequently about, Dr. Roy, how do we know whether we might have had COVID-19 infection? How do we know after an infection whether we are immune? And are there ways for us to know that we have had an asymptomatic infection? So I decided to record this video to go over some of these points. What we have to realize is that coronaviruses as a group have been around us for at least 60 plus years. And in these 60 odd years, we have been exposed to a variety of coronaviruses, something called OC43, HKU1. There are many such names and numbers, NL63, which we have been exposed to. And over the years, because they cause cold, runny nose, sneezing, headache, fever, sometimes body pain, we have definitely studied how our immune system responds to these infections. And what we have found is that after an individual gets a coronavirus infection, respiratory infection, typically their immune system has a pretty strong immune response or memory or antibodies that can be detected for somewhere between 2 to 4 months. Thereafter, our immunity to those coronaviruses tend to fade or wane away. And by around 1 year, we don't find too many detectable antibodies. This would mean that if that coronavirus follows a seasonal pattern, which many of the respiratory viruses do, in certain parts of the world it is in the cold or the winter season, in certain parts of the world like here it may be in the monsoon or rainy season, and certainly viruses are around us all year round. And in those seasonal patterns, if our immunity has waned and faded, we can potentially catch the same virus or infection again. Now, it is possible that because of something called the memory immunity that we are all blessed with, the second infection may not be as severe or as intense or as long or prolonged as the first one. However, we still may be susceptible to catching it. And this is very important for us to realize when we look at SARS-CoV-2, which is the latest coronavirus on the block. Because what has been found is when individuals who caught the infection in the earliest days in Wuhan, China, have been studied for their what is called protective antibodies, IgG and IgM antibodies. IgM typically appears in the first week to 10 days. And IgG comes thereafter and peaks around 3 weeks. It has been found that again around 3 months, up to 40 to 70% of these individuals are starting to have fading of their immune responses, what we call specific antibodies to COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 virus. And because we don't have data longer than 3 to 3.5 or 4 months, we don't know what will happen in the coming year. But it clearly looks like this infection, if it were to behave like SARS or MERS from 2002 and 2011, it does seem like somewhere between 3 to 4 months to a year or a couple of months beyond a year, we will be having fading or waning immunity and hence be susceptible to a second infection from the same virus again. Now, what many people are not recognizing is that our immune system responds to any microbe, whether it's a virus or a bacteria, with 2 arms of our immune system. One is called the humoral immunity, which gives us antibodies, and then there is something called cellular immunity, which gives us killer cells, cells that can actually kill the infected cells and remove them from the circulation or from the body. We are mostly measuring antibodies which circulate in blood. We are not measuring the cellular immunity, and the fact still remains that the cellular immunity may have a better memory than the antibody immunity, but that only time and research will tell us. So till vaccines are developed, and these vaccines would be able to give us some protective immunity, But it's possible like an infection like influenza, where the virus mutates and we have to give a new vaccine every year because the antibodies and the protective cells that we made in the previous year will not work on the mutated virus this year. All these questions are unanswered questions right now, which time will tell. And also the fading immunity after an infection, and especially those with a asymptomatic infection or very mild infection, have a higher chance, as it appears right now, of having fading immunity than those who may have had a moderate or a severe infection. But again, that's an area that requires more data and more research to be published. As all of this happens, we also have to realize that the response to the vaccine may also fade or may not give that great of a response as we are expecting. So while we have to stay optimistic, we have to do everything we can to keep our immune system strong with the right diet, lifestyle, exercise, good hydration, healthy immune boosting supplements and everything else. We do have to recognize that there is nothing called an immunity passport, something that gives us a lifelong protection, as might be seen with infections like measles or rubella, which once you are infected with it, you are immunized for lifetime by it. Or sometimes even the immunizations that you have taken can give you a lifelong protection. So with that, friends, while this whole question of COVID-19 and immunity is a process in evolution, I would recommend you to stay optimistic, stay hopeful, work on your own self, on your own immunity, on your own body, mind and spirit. Stay positive and take care. Goodbye for now.